Bass Strait, Australia. Since the 1800s, this 190-mile wide stretch of water separating Australia and Tasmania has earned a reputation where ships and even planes mysteriously go missing. It's sometimes called the Bass Strait Triangle. But something truly baffling happens over this notorious stretch of water when 20-year-old pilot Frederick Valentich flies the strait in a Cessna 182L and encounters something in the sky.
So 20th of October 1978, Frederick Valentich drives right across Melbourne to Moorabbin Airport for a flight, which presumably he's doing to get his hours up because he's a pilot who wants to become a commercial airline pilot. And he heads southwest out of Melbourne and along the coast towards Cape Otway. His flight plan has him flying from Moorabbin Airport down to Cape Otway at the lighthouse, which pilots like to use for navigation, and then turning to the southeast towards King Island.
When he was flying towards King Island, he had some very strange transmissions and radio calls to the tower back in Melbourne. He asked the Melbourne Tower if there were any aircraft in his vicinity because he had said there was another object about 1,000 feet higher than him. And it had very bright lights. And there shouldn't have been anything there.
What strange craft did Frederick Valentich see flying over Australia's Bass Strait? The only clues available today is the transcript of a 6-minute transmission between Valentich and air traffic controller Steve Roby from Melbourne Flight Service.
Fred says, "This is Delta Sierra Juliet. Is there any known traffic below 5,000? And then Steve Roby says, "No known traffic." Then Frederick replies, "Seems to be a large aircraft below." It seems to me that he's playing some sort of game. He's flying over me 2 to 3 times at a time at speeds I cannot identify. So then Steve Roby replies, "Can you describe the aircraft?" And Frederick says, "It's got a green light and sort of metallic light. It's all shiny on the outside."
What was the strange, metallic object Frederick Valentich reported in real time? We may never know for sure, because tragically, this 20-year-old pilot has never been seen or heard from again.
He says, "That strange aircraft is hovering on top of me again. It is hovering and it's not an aircraft." Within about 15 or 20 minutes of the loss of radio contact, a search and rescue operation was begun, and that lasted for a number of weeks, but no wreckage was ever recovered. Frederick Valentich has been missing now for 46 years, and yet we are still talking about him.
An official investigation presumed the event to be some kind of accident. But many, including Valentich's own father, offer another explanation: UFO abduction.
His father, he was looking for answers, but nobody knows what actually happened. He came up with this theory that there might be these people from another world that captured Fred. The foundation of that story was what Fred actually said. He had to believe what his son said. This unidentified object was flying around him, and now he's disappeared. A lot of aircraft have disappeared all over the place, but very few of them report seeing a UFO and then disappear. But that's the case here.
The Valentich incident really has all these elements of the entire UFO abduction milieu and makes us really wonder what was going on in the sky. Aircraft don't just disappear. People just don't disappear. We are used to stories that have nice beginnings and nice endings. We know the beginnings, but the endings sometimes elude us.